we're solving our content problem with AI. If you've been following us for any amount of time, you'll know that we've been a little bit inconsistent with our content, and that's something I can definitely put my hand up and say, yep, we need to do better at. And the reason being is because building these tech solutions, running all the AI conversations, and just managing performance across the company and our clients takes a lot of work and effort. And for well over a year now, we haven't had anyone dedicated to our content. But that all has changed now thanks to the power of AI. And in this video, I just want to be a little bit more candid. It's not like a marketing sort of salesy sort of video. I just want to show you what we're literally doing with, or some of what we're doing at least with the content, to show you how we're actually solving the problem. Now, we don't have anyone really dedicated to our content specifically. Of course, I'm the one that creates a lot of the source material, but now, thanks to the power of AI, we've got a lot of content stacked up, ready to go, and all scheduled to be going across socials, emails, blog posts, videos, and more. And I'm going to show you some of what we're doing to actually do that with AI in this video. And so I'm going to show you what we're doing to turn this YouTube video that you're seeing on screen into a whole number of different social media posts that we've got planned and scheduled there, as you can see. A number of blog posts also scheduled, and then the actual source content material that we're using for that here. So this folder actually has all the source material, all created thanks to the AI done here with this YouTube channel. Now, you might be using YouTube. We've just started putting content up there, so if you haven't checked it out, I'd highly recommend you go check it out and give us a like and a subscribe if you like. But also, if you're posting content onto social media, you can also use this exact same skill and schedule tasks to what we're going to be doing. So what this AI does, and we're using Claude, but you can also do this within ChatGPT. We have a number of skills and then also our AI brain. And we're running a scheduled task to check our YouTube channel and then repurpose any videos we put up there into a variety of other pieces of content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the Claude app, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing and how you can install it in your business as well. So I'll see you in the next section. Okay, so here we are in our Claude app. Now, just to note on this is something you need to have the desktop app for, so you can actually run it in co-work. As you can see what we're doing here, we have a scheduled task, and what its job is to do is to check our YouTube channel every single day and look for a brand new video. And if there's a video, as you can see, sometimes it has been, sometimes it hasn't been, what it's going to do is it's actually going to scan or get the transcript of that video, run it against our brain document, so it learns our style and tone, our target market, and our general strategy and approach with content. And then it's going to create a number of pieces of content, as you saw briefly beforehand, and it's going to let us know and notify us also in Slack. So let's actually walk through exactly what's happening over here. So as you can see, the goal here for this scheduled task is it runs every morning at 9:30 in the morning. It checks our YouTube channel for any new live videos. So we often will schedule videos in advance to go live on certain dates. So obviously we don't want this to run if the video isn't actually live. If it's found, then it loads our brain documents. And if you don't know what they are, we've sent some emails out about them in the past, but just I'll include a link to the brain skill and training videos in this email as well. I'd highly recommend you check that out. So it'll load our brain documents, which basically tells the AI everything it needs to know about our business, our style and tone, and what we want to communicate and how. It then repurposes the video into a multi-channel content pack, which includes 9 different outputs in Google Docs and 1 source file. It then saves all this content to Google Drive, posts it in Slack, or it lets us know if there's no new video and exits. So let's actually walk through this in a little bit more detail. So the first step is it's going to check our YouTube channel for any new live videos. And we're using a connector called vidIQ for this, as well as Apify as well. And so what this does is it just checks our channel. Now, what happens here too is if the connections here, so if vidIQ or Apify doesn't actually work, it'll actually load up and spin up a tab in the browser and go ahead and scrape the content from the transcripts straight from the actual browser, the Chrome browser as well. So it actually is going to get that. So here we have the fallback chain. So the very first way that's going to try it is through vidIQ. Then it's going to try the watch part there as well. And then we're going to use Claude in Chrome to actually navigate to the video page and then go ahead and scrape the actual transcript. So once it has the transcript, it then can understand what the video is about. Then what it does is the third step here is it's going to load our brain documents so it understands everything about our business, what we do. As you can see here, actually, let me just get that. So we have our voice and personality, our ideal target market or customer profile, positioning and writing frameworks, our profile background and results to weave them in as required, our newsletter strategy, pain points and solutions, and all those documents there as well, including our different calls to action. So for us, we have 3 primary calls to action. We have our free AI brain skill and training. We have Earlibird Labs, which is probably going to be launched by the time you see this, or if not, it'll be launched very, very soon by the time you see this. And then we have obviously booking a call to have a conversation with us about any of our primary, done for you solutions around answering missed calls, responding to new leads, and also driving new business into your, or new sales into your business. And so this now also has a way of choosing, depending on what content it is, the correct call to action for that. So for you in your business, you might have a variety of different calls to action, maybe some different lead magnets, different phone calls, different bookings, whatever that looks like. So we actually lay that out in the AI brain as well. So the third step here is, or the first step is the AI finds the video, it gets the transcript so it understands what the video is about, and then runs our brain documents so it learns everything about what we do, how we work, and how we write. Then what it does is it classifies the type of video and selects the correct calls to action. So for example, with the video that I showed earlier about canceling the designer, that's more about our Earlibird Labs or Brain Foundations, calls to action, less so about our primary, like answering missed calls or responding to new leads. And so, of course, if it had that as a call to action for the content, it wouldn't make as much sense. So as you can see here, what it's doing is it's going to classify one of the 3 buckets. So what we usually do, we have a primary call to action, and if required, we can have a secondary call to action. It then selects the correct call to action here. And obviously a bit of just, how it decides which call to action to choose from. Then it creates the 9 different content outputs. And so what it says here is it's going to reference our brain documents, so it matches our voice. It uses our correct, style and tone. We don't want any and dashes, and also no claims and that sort of stuff in there as well. We then also format the calls to action, and then goes ahead and creates the 9 outputs. So we have the core 4, which is basically a LinkedIn post, a newsletter, blog post, and our multi-social or multi-platform social pack. And then we also create, in addition to this, our community posts, which again is going to be more for our labs program. Teleprompter script as well for short form videos. So if I do want to turn that longer form video into short form videos, I can go ahead and do that. Now, if you're taking content from social media, like, maybe it's a short or, a reel, you could actually turn that into a longer form video teleprompter script as well, to help you create long form videos from that. It also creates a sales page block. And so oftentimes we have calls to action with our videos, and we can actually turn it into a page on our website that also has a call to action to opt in for whatever that thing is, for example, the brain or the labs. It also creates a description. So this one here, we're setting this one up for future. So right now, our only source of this skill is our YouTube channel. Coming up soon, we're going to be adding in more sources such as the emails directly. So I write the emails myself, even though AI can help sort of research and plan and structure. I write the emails and then send them out, and then we can create YouTube descriptions from those as well. If it already has a YouTube description, it just pulls it as it is and adds it to the file, so we have it there for reference in future. So then it applies our voice rules. Now this was gathered from our brain documents, so make sure we're going through and putting this through. Then it goes ahead and saves everything as Google Documents, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a moment too in the folders. And our current workflow with this is we have the AI create the content here, and then we have a human actually come in and take that content and schedule it in our social media planner. The reason why we're doing that is because we're still ironing out the exact processes and steps involved. But once we've got that locked down, we'll then automate it. So this will actually go ahead and schedule the posts all automatically for us each and every week. So then our job as people is not to actually do any of the work, it's to review the work that the AI has done. And that's really the way to win with business and work in the age of AI. So our role is moving from creating to more reviewing. And so as you can see here, we're saving it into a Google Drive folder, which I'll show you in a moment. And then the last thing it's doing is it's notifying us in Slack to let us know that there's a new piece of content ready for posting, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. Now, if there's nothing, it just lets us know that there was no content in there. Does it actually have that here? Yeah. No, but I'll show you an example of what it looks like too if there is nothing there. So we do have any sort of fallback. So if something breaks, it can actually let us know as well. So we'll send a Slack message to let us know, hey, something didn't work. So then we can actually go ahead and fix this. And as you can see, we've got it constantly connected to Google Drive and also Slack. And this allows it to create the documents in Google Drive automatically and then send us a message in Slack. So what we'll do next is we'll go have a look in Google Drive at the different files that it creates, and then I'll show you the Slack message. Okay, so here's the actual files that it creates within Google Drive. And just to come back here, you can see here we've run this multiple times across many of our videos we've got there as well. If we go into this one here, so we have our Chance with Our Designer folder with the actual documents here as well that it's been created. So we have our LinkedIn post. Now, right now, as I mentioned just before, a human comes in, takes this and copies and pastes it into our social media scheduler here that we're using the Earlibird app for, which is built over the top of the platform called High Level. So we have all of our content in here. Soon, once we have everything locked down and exactly how we want it, we're going to actually automate this process as well. So then it's all automatically scheduled in here without any human efforts. Then if we look at the blog post, this is really powerful because not only does it create the actual blog post for us down here as well, it does keyword research and finds the correct titles, descriptions, and also keywords to help us rank higher when it comes to our blog posts in the SEO as well. And so we've got all that content there ready to rock and roll. And then obviously you can see we've got social pack, community posts, teleprompter, even just like the sales page block, just as a quick little look. We have the headline, sub-headline, the body copy. So we actually go ahead and put this onto our website as different sales pages. And again, as people discover them and find them through obviously SEO, or maybe we drive some traffic to the pages, they'll go ahead and opt in for the relevant call to action. Now, notice here too, by the way, too, we have a primary call to action and we have a secondary call to action. So the primary one, which is the correct one, is to join the Earlibird Labs. And like I mentioned before, Earlibird Labs is a new, like by the time you see this, will either be just live or about to go live. It's a program or a course or a group, I should say, really, for business owners and people who want to use AI to become the go-to person at work and become irreplaceable. And also business owners who want to actually make AI easy to use and effective in your business. So you can go ahead and learn how to do exactly what we're showing on the screen. Plus, we actually give you this exact same skill. So you can obviously pause the video and take screenshots of what we had with the instructions there, or you can literally just join the group and then grab that plus over 55 other skills and scheduled tasks and just click and install, and we've done all the hard work for you. So if that's something you're interested in, shameless plug here, I'd definitely highly recommend you go check that out as well. But coming back to this, it's found that the best call to action for this particular post or this particular content is actually to join labs. And that's all been decided by the AI based on the rules we've provided for it as well. And so that's the different pieces of content it creates. Right now, as mentioned, we go ahead and manually schedule them over here in the planner. But once we've locked everything down, we'll go ahead and actually automate that too. So let me just jump into Slack and I'll show you what that looks like, where we get the messages and the updates, and I'll see you there. Okay, so here we are in the Slack channel that we get the notifications through. And as you can see, for the last few days, there's been no new videos on YouTube. We try to post at least one video, sometimes 2 videos per week, and we'll be ramping up to doing a video maybe every other day as time goes on as well. But you can see in here that it is checking each day, saying, hey, look, no new videos, nothing to repurpose, and it's being sent by Claude. So again, it's the skill, the workflow, the automation that we've built in through Claude, but also can be done through ChatGPT to get this running. So when this does run here, so we can see back from the 21st of May, and this video that we've just been covering, we have a new Earlibird AI video to be repurposed. We have a link to the video itself. We have a link to the content pack that we just went through and reviewed. So someone on our team will jump in here, click that link, and then they'll have access to all these files, and they can go ahead and create this. Now, also notice down the bottom here, it has a bit of a self-check. So it'll actually review the work that it's done, and if it's got any mistakes or things that it shouldn't have, now if it's minor, it'll go ahead and self-correct. If it's something major, like something failed, as you would have seen earlier in the instructions, it just lets us know and says, hey, this one here didn't work, and then we can jump back in there and try to tweak it and fix it there as well. So this solves our content problem. Like I said, we have been very inconsistent in the past, and it's just because we haven't had anyone dedicated to content in and of itself. Now, nothing has changed from that perspective. We don't have anyone dedicated for content right now. However, the AI is filling the gaps of what we would have had to have in place, and now this is one of our content skills as well. So I'll show you some other ones as we go. We have some for more dedicated for social media, more dedicated to actually help me create the YouTube video and also the graphics and a lot of other things there as well. But right now, basically from, I think it's tomorrow or Friday, you're going to start seeing a lot more scheduled posts, a lot more content on YouTube, social media, the newsletter, blog posts and everything as well, because we have this content here banked up, ready to rock and roll. And this AI skill and scheduled task is filling the gap and solving that content problem for us with Earlibird AI here as well. And so I hope this video has helped. If you want to get this skill, the scheduled task and the workflows, as well as over 55 others, I do recommend you jump in and join Earlibird Labs. Otherwise, no problem if you don't want to. I'll keep on sharing the free content here like this as well. And of course, if you are interested in getting AI to solve your sales problems, we still do quite a lot of very high volume in terms of the calls and the results of the AI missed calls, the responding to inquiries, and also following up to get people into your booked into your calendar. So if you are interested in that as well, I'd highly recommend booking a call and having a conversation with us. Anyway, that's it for this video. A little bit more sort of casual, laid back, this one, just walking you through what we're doing and showing you live exactly as we're building it. Look, I hope that was valuable. If it was, let me know. If you want more content like this, let me know as well. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next video and the next piece of content. Bye for now.